Hey Siri, set time for 55 minutes.
Please.
55 minutes, counting down.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Have you turned this on this time?
Yeah, that's on coulson.
You sure?
It's got the red dot on it, see?
Oh.
And I've checked it. We're double checking everything these days.
You're double checking.
Yes.
Why would we be doing that?
Because we screw up.
We
too
do.
often.
We do 2 hours of recording and nothing was recording. We had fun.
Or sometimes I would check if an iPhone is recording and stand in front of it for 5 minutes staring at it before I realise it's not recording.
That's like, you know how you have that thing about getting people fired?
I got one person fired one time.
Twice.
Once.
One of your first days working here, you just stood at the back of the camera and I never found that footage.
I didn't do that though.
No, you blamed it on poor Rosie and she quit. She didn't get fired. She quit because she couldn't deal with you lying about it.
We don't know if it wasn't recording or if it wasn't ever saved. Could have been, because I was standing there looking, it could have been recording, it just could have been the footage was never saved.
Yeah, well, either way, I didn't have the footage.
No.
I had one person standing in front of the other 2 cameras, so I had no cameras to use because the one camera that was supposed to be working, because we could see that camera, Bec was looking at it, so I gathered it was recording.
Yeah, exactly.
But it could have been like the iPhone, it wasn't recording and you just stood there and looked at it for 5 minutes.
Could have.
Could have.
Unlikely though. That doesn't sound like something I would do.
Anyway, how was your week?
My week was exciting. I went looking for wedding venue.
Sorry, this is going to be the Bec Wedding Podcast channel. So I might just leave. I'll come back in an hour's time and she'll have finished.
We found our venue for our wedding. We have a date, so that's exciting. We haven't actually locked it in yet. I'm waiting for the contract to come through so I can...
But you originally only wanted 50 and then you sort of upped it to 70. Now you have to have, 90 people?
90. Well, yeah, we want...
So anybody who wants to come to Bec's wedding, she's got a spare 30 or 40 seats. She's charging $1,000 a head. Is that going to cover you the whole cost? No, it's 200. No, she's charging 2,000 a head. And you can sit in on Bec's wedding.
Well, yeah,
and if you pay 3,000 a head, you can go to her hen's night as well. No. That'll be fun.
We originally wanted just a small wedding of just 50 people, and then we were going to have the big party with all my friends and have kind of a music festival party.
So have you dumped that idea now?
No, I still want to do that.
But you've already failed. So you're going to have a big wedding and then a small festival. Just have 20 people in your backyard.
Well, it's the wedding's going to have family and stuff, whereas festival's just going to have my friend. I can have more of my friends.
Oh, I can't believe how many friends I got. So in-house joke.
That's what we wanted. But then the places that we were looking at, a lot of them have minimum amounts of people, and then the one that we settled on that we fell in love with.
But what happens if you turn up with half the number of people but they're fat?
I don't know.
Well, they won't fit extra in.
Oh my God. So if we wanted it on a Saturday, it was a minimum of 100 and it was really expensive. So it was just getting too much. Anyway, on the Thursday, it's a minimum of 90, so we're going with that. But you don't have to, it's minimum 90 people at such and such per head, so then there's a minimum spend for the venue. So we don't have to have 90 people, but the money still has to be spent.
But you got alcohol included?
Yeah.
As much as you can drink, or is there a cut-off?
No, it's unlimited beer, wine and sparkling, and then people have the option to buy
if every
spirits.
male drinks a slab of Corona, they're going to keep up. I doubt it. They're going to have 90 slabs of Corona. Oh no, we're a couple of females there. They'll have 80 slabs of Corona.
That's what it says, unlimited beer, wine and sparkling, and the food. Anyway, and it looks a little fairy tale, it's in the range.
So we got to have a game, let's see how quick we can drink them out. That would make a good game.
That would make a good game.
Yeah, I reckon every table says the competition is to see how quick we can empty this place. Well, it'll be a little bit like you in Qantas Club.
How much free shit can Bec have?
Anne was on a flight with her mum and they emptied the whole plane out of champagne. Had to come back and say, sorry, you and your mother has drinking the plane's entire champagne.
Why does that not surprise me?
No, it was only a 1 hour flight, I think, wasn't it, Anne?
That wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, it's been my week, which has been really exciting.
That's it.
Well, that's
a 2 hour thing and that was it.
What do you mean?
Well, you weren't there for more than 2 hours.
No. But, no
so 2 hours is your whole week?
No, it's just the most exciting thing that's happened this week. I don't really think of anything else really exciting that's happened.
Can't you? I can think of lots of exciting things that happened. We found my money that you sent to Tulum to get the pants that you left there.
Yes.
That was pretty exciting.
That was exciting, and we found we can just pay them directly through
PayPal, like we could have been the very...
No, through Airbnb.
like, duh.
That's all right. That's kind of sorted, so that's good. What else?
No, they're not back yet.
They're not back yet.
I reckon price of shipping will have doubled now.
No, that's all right. I'll deal with that afterwards. Anyway, how's your week been?
I worked.
You were. Oh my God. That's it.
No, I cooked steak for the family on Saturday night and I worked. And I watched F1 on Sunday. That was good.
The one in Vegas?
Yeah.
The one that everyone was at?
Yeah, it was snovels.
Snovels.
Even though Danny Rick didn't go very well, but his car didn't suit the track.
Oh.
His car wasn't suited for the tracks like a couple of other things, but it was snovels. It was interesting.
It's interesting.
There was some racing which happened, and no deaths, which was good. And I think it was only one accident. It was in the first lap or 2 laps or something, or might have been 2. It was only which was good. Nobody got hurt.
You say a death?
No, I said nobody.
Oh. Sorry, I heard death.
There might have been people in the crowd, but that's Vegas.
Yes.
I couldn't get over how many celebs were just sticking there. Like the pit walk, so everybody there was a A-grade celeb.
Well,
So no B grades could get in there because the A grades had hogged it.
Well, even going through your Instagram, like some of the models that aren't like super famous that you've shot, well, some that you haven't shot with, some that you have, I've noticed a bunch of them are even there.
Yeah, they go there on a promise, or they do a promise so they can get in there. So hopefully get seen.
Yeah.
Well, this is the whole thing when they banned or stopped the grid girls. You put 5,000 women out of a job just because some women who weren't born on the right side of the fence and could never participate, they got so jealous, nobody's doing it then.
Yeah, I found that really rude. Like the girls
It's the girls' jobs. They wanted to do it, and we
it's
know
not like
girls
degrading or anything.
Yeah,
It's like no
Tahan
one's
was
forcing them. They love doing
Yeah.
it. It was their livelihood.
Yeah,
so it's
it was their
really-
chance of maybe getting seen
Yeah.
and maybe bumping into, like, you'd be a grid girl if you had the chance of meeting Ollie Sykes or...
Yes.
Yeah, see, or what's his name, MGK, he was at which was it, was Barcelona?
No, Brazil.
Oh, that's right, Brazil, yeah, sorry. Oh, so you looked it up to check him out.
I
did
follow
you?
him on Instagram.
Was he there with the other M?
Yes.
Yes.
And there was a photo taken because she's dyed her hair
Red.
and chopped it short. And there was this photo taken and you couldn't see her face and you could see he was holding hands with a girl. And everyone in the comments, who's the girl? That's not Megan, blah, blah, blah. And then people like, yes, it is. Go to her Instagram and look at her
Yeah,
hair.
she's had a lot of...
She's just changed her hair completely. It was a bit funny. Everyone was up in arms. Like, that's not her. Like, yes,
Well, I think it suits who she is now.
I think it looks cool. I do
I
prefer
don't think it looks good, it suits who she is.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, friggin' big bazookas out the front and she's obviously working on a Kardashian rear end.
Oh my God.
Well, she seems curvier than I've ever seen her. So I preferred her look back in Transformers 1.
yeah.
She didn't need to transform into a double-decker bus. She could have stayed. But I suppose, yeah, MGK needs somewhere to park his slog.
I think like Transformers 2 was like her peak for me.
Yeah, it's about... Yeah, she only went downhill from there.
Oh. Poor Megan. We should stop ratting on her.
We're not ratting, we're just
Ragging.
being those people. We'd never say anything online.
Yeah, it's true.
We just put a podcast up and say it.
We are saying it.
No, we aren't. We're saying it in our basement, or whatever we call it.
And Peter has a new cup, by the way. This is not a lens. This is...
It's a lens. Canon zoom. It's a 24 to 105. Oh, f1.4. I don't think they ever made an f1.4 24 to 105. I wish
And
they
what
did.
happens if you take the cap off?
Then the camera can take a picture.
And then it's got alcohol in it.
No, it hasn't. It's an ice filter.
Oh, an ice filter.
Yes, ice, baby.
Ice.
Oh, you didn't lock my trolleys.
Your trolleys.
Me.
Sorry, I don't lock mine, so
I know.
I'm not
I
used.
watch you wander around all day.
I'm trying to keep up with wherever you're going to run off to next.
So we wanted to do cooking, but we thought before we do cooking, we need to get Bec's bag in it. So she keeps losing things. And the other day we were looking for something. What were we looking for? It was a panic, whatever it was.
I can't remember.
And then you made this comment, I should never put things in pockets. I don't normally put them in.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
So anyway, after putting my hand in with permission and pulled out an airline ticket from 2 years ago,
we decided
she's going to empty her bag out. And I'm just going to comment on everything that shouldn't be in there. I won't comment on things that should be in there.
Well, my laptops
like your
are
brains.
Well, my laptop's currently not. My laptop's over on my
And your
desk.
hard drive's over there.
Yeah,
So just pick a pocket
I'll
and
start
empty
here.
it.
I'll start.
And I want everything out there, no leaving anything. If there's a cocaine packet in there,
None of that. All right, so this is from I don't know if you guys can see. It's from the
side
zipper,
pocket.
the zipper
So it's
on
great
the
visual
side.
for everybody listening to this on
It's a
Apple
side
or
pocket.
Spotify.
All right, so there we go. What have we got? We've got some Polaroids. Of
Well,
me
why
and
would
Jack.
you? Isn't that better to be pinned up at home or stuck on the fridge?
Probably. We've got some Polaroids of me and Jared. I've got
Emirates. Oh, an
another
Emirates
photo of me and Jared in business class.
in business class, so that we're going back about 3 months.
Yep.
That looks like an airline ticket to me. Oh, this looks, where are we going? It's Qantas. It's Sydney to, oh, you're only Sapphire then.
Oh, that's a while ago then. I'm
Oh,
Emerald
it's
now.
faded so bad. It's to Sydney. When was the last time we flew to Sydney?
We went earlier in the year, didn't we? But that,
This looks older than it. Oh, what's on the back? Australia. No, giving me no clues. No clues at all.
I've got a
Gate
receipt.
7. Anyway, it should have the bin over here, shouldn't I?
The bin maybe.
Yeah, wheelie.
We can just put the rubbish pile there.
I think the rubbish pile will take up a whole bin. All right, we'll put the rubbish pile there and then we
Got
can
a-
photograph it later.
A receipt
I'll
from
grab that one. Let's see.
I assume Rome because it's from July this year. Got Buddy Hotel. That was when me and Jared stayed in Munich. That was the thing that our room key was in. Oh, I've got another Polaroid of me and Jared.
May the 19th, 2 luggage tickets.
Some A4 batteries.
No, it's not the batteries, it's the cardboard box it came in. And we got another airline. So it wasn't business because you're in 8B.
Damn, I've got an express pass that looks a bit ruined. Do you reckon that
Oh, you
still
can't
looks-
use that. That was a get out of jail free in the express line. That's gone to heaven.
A broncolor business card?
Chris, when did you meet Chris?
Can't remember.
Yes, I can remember. That's when Shit for Brains, Sweden, that year. That's 2 years ago.
Oh,
Remember the fair we went to?
no.
You were going to hook up with him because Rosie had in the past, and you thought
It was not.
cigarette packet thing. So you haven't smoked in like 4 months. So that's 4 months of rubbish. You got another economy trip to Sydney to Melbourne.
Shanghai to Sydney, that was 2019. I was ruby then. I was only silver.
2019 airline ticket. It's like, this is really important to have in my bag. This is not going to be enjoyable for people listening to this because this is
Sorry.
going to take forever.
So this was this was 2019 as well when I went to get my lips done in London, May 2019. And they've written on the back, please allow return travel as lady hasn't got return portion. That was nice of them.
You didn't use it.
Oh, I must have, but it's nice of them to allow me.
Another airline ticket, by the way, and it looks like
Oh,
2019.
hotel key.
Oh. Zurich, we found your hotel key. I think they billed me for that too. Thank you.
What? They don't bill you for
we should
hotel
put that
keys.
back in your thing and you can give them back till next year if we go there. Another airline ticket, American Air, Toronto to Chicago. No, sorry, so that's a couple of years
That
old.
was 2019. That's that one too. Is that a train ticket?
That's a train ticket. That'll be I think that's a you getting married ticket. A button. We know what that is. It's a Burberry
That's a
button.
Burberry. That's more.
And the leftover of a
batteries.
battery case. This is going to be very boring for people listening.
Whoa! What else might you? This is your idea. And more,
Another airline ticket. So far, you've nearly picked up gold, platinum just in that pocket.
I need to put this in. I need to put my spare button for my Burberry.
Somewhere where you won't lose it.
My Burberry thing.
So do you want? I'll tape the top of it.
Thank you. Well, this just goes to show that
That was just one pocket.
I know.
I'd hate to have to clean your house.
Why?
I could just imagine what's under the bed.
Lots of cat fluff.
No, there'd most likely be 10 years of dead animals and everything that you disregarded.
What else have we got? A laptop.
So while she's crapping on about that, you should get an air tag to put in here because then you could have it so Burberry buttons. So when you lose one, you can just use your air tag to find your Burberry buttons.
I've got an air tag in my bag.
But that doesn't tell you where the Burberry buttons are.
Oh,
I'm joking.
Oh.
It's all right.
I've got a laptop. I actually have something useful, a laptop charger.
It's always flat, so you don't use it very often.
What do you mean?
Your charger's always flat. You always pinch mine.
My charger? That's to charge my laptop.
I know, but your laptop's always flat. You always pinch my charger to charge yours.
No, I don't. I always use mine.
Oh, I'll remember this.
When do I pinch?
The brain is moving. I'll just use your charger. Oh,
I don't do that all the time.
Oh no, just 90%.
No, I don't. When?
When we travels, not here. I make sure my desk is far enough away from you that you can't reach it.
Well, half the time you're using all of the little ports on the thing, so it's just easier to
I
grab.
brought the ports. Bring your own port.
Maybe I will in future.
Oh,
I got some strepsils.
you got 2 strepsils.
Yeah. But it's handy to have. What if I get a sore throat?
That's all right. I'm going to make it better.
What are you doing?
You keep talking.
I got some Nurofen again because if I get a headache, I need to fix that. This is important. And for... Oh, what's this? This is more... Oh, I've got a sticker of Unseen Dimensions, who's my friend and an awesome DJ. More airline tickets. Where was I going this time? Melbourne to LA, 7th of September. I think that might have been last year. It's last year's America trip.
Is that a little bit handier?
Oh yeah, I guess so. McDonald's receipt.
Oh, that's handy. You really need that when you go through customs, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yes.
I found a sticker of Unseen Dimensions.
So,
So it's I'm gonna
what
stick
you
it
didn't
somewhere.
do with it, you're going to put it on your suitcase. Oh, it's my
Yeah.
suitcase.
Well, I can put it on there. You like having
Next
those
to the heavy metal sign.
Yeah, even though it's progressive psi.
Yes. You'll confuse the world.
Stuff.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
Filters. I don't smoke anymore.
Well, you will again soon when they ban the vapes
Yeah,
on
I
you.
will.
So I wouldn't throw them out. You can put
Oh, I
them-
found tobacco.
I'll put that with the... Has it got tobacco in there?
I think so. I could feel some in there.
Is that what your lungs look like?
Probably.
Ugh.
No, that's a... Is that a lung or... I don't know.
Oh, yes, you do.
Cool. I'm gonna... A Codral...
Do you want your filters put in with your tobacco?
Yeah, leave that, because I might need that again soon since they want to take away my vapes. American Airlines Wi-Fi card. More receipt.
Why would you even keep that? You just leave it on the table where you're drinking. Uses a friggin'...
Codral feels a bit off.
Cold and...
You mix it with hot water when you're sick and it's like a decongestant.
It says expires the 5th, 2035, so it should be all right.
Oh, it just feels a bit crusty.
Well, we can put it in
We'll put it
crusty
on there.
pile.
I've got some hand sanitizer from Emirates. You need to be sanitary.
You've never used it.
I don't know.
When you've got a
I've got a
vape
vape, but I don't know.
that you didn't know that you had.
I'll see if there's anything in it.
Anyway, this is you just unpack and we'll go through while you're unpacking. This is
All right.
boring.
Sorry, it was
Well,
your
it is
idea.
boring. Well, I didn't expect you to have so much in. Oh, the portable charger.
Yeah.
Oh, have you got the portable charger? No.
All right, well, I'll just continue to clean this out while you can talk then if it's boring.
Which hard drive's that one?
That's my old one.
Your old one.
Yup.
It's got anything on it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
More vapes.
Your vapes. So we're up to half a bag of tobacco and 4 vapes so far, and some dodgy looking rose water glasses.
Will you talk about something else while I do this?
I will then, since I've been fired.
There's undies in there.
Undies. Are they your undies or my undies?
I don't know.
They look like my undies. Why have you got my underwear in your bag?
For
What is
context,
my underwear doing in your
for
bag?
context, is studio underwear.
They're still mine. Another bag of tobacco. Oh. And this is half full. So all the times you ran out and you were desperate, you had a year's supply of tobacco in your car. Oh. Is that yours?
I don't. It's in my bag.
I don't think it's mine. Oh yes, she has some little USB dongle multi-port thing. Is that rubbish? We'll never use it. Oh, you want to give it to Jared? Jared's an IT person. He'll find something to do with it.
Will you talk about other things? Why are you just commenting
What's the
on
Band-Aid for?
my feelings that you continually
It's got
hurt?
hair all over it. Right, I'll put your Band-Aid.
Oh.
All right, I'll talk since you're just going to go through that rubbish. I hope you enjoyed the first half hour of this podcast. You can see what I've got to put up with.
No.
I don't have it. I didn't lose it. One thing I did, because I don't know if you saw the prints, but when I got back from Cairns, I had a whole heap of film, like $600 worth of film to pick up. No, it was developing that. It was on about 350. Sorry, just sort of pulled my mic off. That's your tax.
From
is that a pay-
2018.
2018. Your bag is going to walk on it. It's going to be so light, you won't even know it's yours.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Continue.
So I picked up, so I was doing some film trials and doing, number one, just a comparison of different, there's that one, where that one went. Why have you got a shoe? What is this for? Or is this a present for someone that you never gave it to them?
I
Barcelona.
bought it for myself. I just never put it on my keys.
I hope it's got a date on it. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I'll get back to what I'll say. So I have been testing out 10 or 15...
Me and Anne on Emirates.
How many years ago was that?
2019.
2019.
Barcelona to
what year is
Dubai.
it now?
2023. You were testing out.
Yeah, Phil, before you rudely interrupted me. And I was exactly right what I thought my conclusions were. When it comes to black and white film, I've always loved Tri-X for grainy, contrasty stuff. Just don't underexpose it. And I remember that. And I had some T-Max but never used it, but heard it was really good. So that was one of the ones I tried, and I really, really enjoyed that. In fact, I enjoyed that more than most of my Ilford. So the very first thing that's going to come about is I'll most likely just be sticking to those 2 Kodaks if I shoot black and white.
Which was the really grainy one?
The Tri-X, the one that you didn't. But if you don't underexpose it badly, like one of the shoots I did.
Yeah, it's not as grainy.
Yeah, that's when it gets really blocky, grainy, but it still looked good. I'm going to put out that picture of Rara. That headshot of Rara looks amazing. And that's heavy grain, but it was exposed properly. But then I shot some Portra 400 and some Ektar 100 and converted them to black and white in Photoshop because I couldn't convert them to be able to, why have you got a silk tie in your, what have you been up to? What little games you been up to?
What was it around?
What is this for? What is this?
What is it?
I've never seen you wear this as a headband.
I'm trying to remember what it was from. Was it like pajamas that were tied up with it or something?
Pajamas.
Something.
Something. Of course it's something.
Something was tied. Some article of something was tied up.
And I showed Bec, so she saw the difference that everything I shot in black and white. All I could do with the pictures was pretty much just change it. I could increase the contrast, lighten and darken, and that was pretty much all I could do. I couldn't work on colour tonalities and just be able to pop some skin up or make the jeans darker, make the hair or the lips lighter or darker, all of those things just in a global way. If I was going to do it, I was going to have to dodge and burn. And it's really, really opened up my eyes. I don't know why I never thought about this in the past, because I don't like digital black and white cameras, because everybody who shoots with that camera is going to have the same look of the black and white. They're not going to have their own black and white. They're going to have, they'll say, the Leica black and white or the Phase 1 black and white. And yeah, I was so surprised that I am doing a couple of videos. So one will go on YouTube and one will go on Inspire on it. But yeah, it's won me over. I really, really, I was the salt and pepper shaker. So everybody in potty land, she just found some...
Salt and pepper shaker from KLM.
Yeah, but they're as, what are they called? Clogs.
Clogs.
They're called clog shoes as salt and pepper shakers. KLM.
Esoteric 2019.
Oh, it won't get around your wrist. You've been eating way too many McDonald's. Won't get there. You'll break your ring. Careful. Anyway, so I spent a fair bit of time on the weekend going through that, and yeah, maybe wasted a little bit too much time. Yeah, but now you won't get it off again. You're going to break your thumb. This is how Bec wakes up every morning like this.
Take my strong
Take my
hand.
turns.
You wasted a bit too much time.
Why are you trying to do this? Carefully your ring.
It's not going to break my
It'll
ring.
catch the front of it and rip the top
Will
of it off.
not, because I will do it like that.
Oh, anyway.
You spent a little bit too much time.
Yeah, playing around with it, because it was... Well, I was just playing around with it, which was enjoyable and taught me lots. And it's taken me forever to back up my whole backup system.
But you're still enjoying going through your old photos?
Oh yeah, some of the files I'm finding.
I
found a really ripper of a shoot I did with Bec. So I might even, in fact, that might be today's picture.
No.
Yes.
Please, no.
Without Bec even seeing the picture.
No, that's...
You were professionally modelling. It wasn't like you're asleep on a plane or anything.
That's cruel.
Oh my God, you're still... There's all my cables. Have you got this cable? No. When we're travelling, I always seem to be light on with my cables. And yes, they're the ones I was looking for. Oh, is that why you didn't need that? Anyway, this is boring while you're unpacking.
No, it's not. You're talking about your film
Yeah,
stuff.
but I finished my film stuff and I'm just...
You're the one who said this
intrigued.
would be funny if we went through my bag, and now you're saying it's boring.
What is boring, I didn't realise you could have so many airline tickets in one bag. They're just airline ticket after airline ticket after...
Some mask with some of my hair attached to it.
I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's a room number. It's a hotel somewhere. Oh, there's your mask.
Well, we catch a lot of planes, so of course there's going to be a lot of plane tickets.
Well, we could get out my case or my bag.
What, you dispose of yours in the bin and don't just chuck them in your bag and leave them to sit there for 4 years?
Yeah, I normally dispose of them in the bin after I've got off the plane. Because who would want to keep... The only time I keep them is when they lose our luggage to prove that we actually flew.
Headphones that I don't use because I've got AirPods now.
Oh, AirPods.
Do you want one of these cables?
Well, you need some.
That I
You
don't...
keep on thinking you don't have them anymore. You'll need that. Oh, no, you've got nothing to plug that one into. You can keep those two.
Okay, thanks.
And what is this?
I don't know. What is this?
Oh, 2 phone charger cables. I wonder why I had to buy a new one not long ago. Because little miss, my bag is so full, I can put things in there and never find them again.
That's it. I was wondering. I had
How
to buy...
would you go if customs ever did a search on you?
Well, they could clean it for me.
I think they would give up. They would get down to the first layer and go, yeah, no, if there's anything that's not appropriate here, it would have died.
That's
and be
actually
buried.
been my plan all along, is they do the x-ray and they see how much shit is in there and they're like, oh, we're not searching her. And then we don't get caught up in customs of them going through my bag.
Yeah, so now they search me.
Yeah, they want to see all your cameras.
All my cameras.
All your cameras. All
Sure.
right. Well, that's exciting.
That's exciting.
That's all.
That's your whole bag emptied?
Oh, no, we've got another salt and pepper shaker from Caleb.
So you got 2 salt and pepper. That's your entire bag emptied?
Yeah.
I disagree. I can't believe that. All pockets.
Oh, rubbish. And another sticker.
And that sticker. And that bag
Oh, no,
that's
there's
gone
still more.
mouldy.
Still more rubbish down here. Oh, there's some RX batteries.
Oh, RX batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a while ago you saying you couldn't find them. You pinched mine.
Got the charger and a battery.
2 batteries.
Yeah.
And a coin from every country in the world.
A memory card holder.
Anyway. So that was my experiment, and I was very happy with how it went.
I'm glad that you were happy with it.
And it also told me that my Leica M3 is forward focusing. Oh my God.
Well, I'm about to empty the dust.
No, you need to vacuum it. I'll vacuum it later. I'll do it properly.
Well, I'm going to put all this rubbish in the bin.
No, you can just leave it on. We can do it later. You can start talking rather than sticking your head in your bag.
Well, this was your idea.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to go this long.
You didn't expect it. You didn't... This is after last week. I remember you saying Bec is not known for being a very clean person.
Broken glass. Yes, I can expect to see that in your bag. At least it's not in your foot. P.S. I'm going to make really good female.
What?
You're finished.
What?
Don't ever employ Bec to clean your car or your house or anything, because I've just come out with, and there's more. So there's a battery.
I thought you said this was boring.
You said you'd finished. I'm not even going to go into there. We have a lolly. I eat it on live on air. No, if you're going to hoard it, you're going to eat it. Oh, I think someone was complaining about losing a Burberry and blaming me. Sorry, Peter.
Sorry, Peter.
You got another one of those. So I think that was stolen off me too. Oh, we have another battery. And I remember I had to search everywhere to find a pin to get some glass out of your foot, and you got one in your bag. And you have an air tag. At least you got the air tag. And all of that is more junk.
I don't really want to eat this.
You've been hoarding it. If you're going to hoard... Oh, look, more money. You can nearly get married now. You can actually upgrade your... I think I'm just going to put a vacuum into... Because there's more glass. Why is there all broken glass in here? Were you trying to steal... hair. Yeah. You blame your cats for your hair, and I think it's you. Oh.
I don't think I want to eat this.
If you're going to keep it this long, you're going to eat it.
I'm not eating it.
Horrible, stinky thing. All right, let's finish now. Let's get back to a podcast. So what have you been doing this hour?
Cleaning out my hoarding.
Your hoardings.
I didn't realise it got this bad.
I did when I had to try and find some. I can't even remember what you lost. It was all panic.
I can't remember.
It was something.
I can't remember, but I didn't realise it got this bad. I didn't realise I had cigarettes in there still. I haven't smoked since the start of the year.
I can't get over airline tickets from 2019. I don't know why you would be hoarding those. They don't go up in price. You can't cash them in after the fact and say, can I have some more points?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. Well, that was entertaining.
Maybe for you.
I thought so. Yeah.
So we don't have to go through this next week. She's going to taking the day off, or taking 2 days off to go to a wedding.
Well,
What?
I'm going to work tomorrow morning
Where?
from home.
What on?
So they my normal shit.
What?
Emails and stuff. And
The
check
emails,
everything.
most of them are done before you even get to work.
Just do my stuff for me.
Stuff and stuff.
That was my plan. I was going to work in the morning and then start getting ready, and then we go to the wedding because it's in the afternoon.
In the afternoon.
Yeah, so I was just going to work in the morning and then get ready and go.
Oh,
But the Friday, I'm going to be a bit rotten, and I don't think I'd
that's
be...
right. You're staying the night at the wedding.
Yeah.
You're just all going to sleep in the church.
No, it's...
You'll turn up bent and won't be able to leave.
God, so I'm going to probably be a bit rotten on Friday. I would not be any use to you anyways.
That's just a normal day.
No, it's not.
It's just what I have to put up with every day.
No. So I wouldn't be any use to you, so I'm having a fraud day off.
Fraud it off.
Why did you bring this up, though?
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, just so we didn't do another unpacking of your bag next week.
We wouldn't. Why would? What does me going to a wedding got have to do with that?
I was just trying to fill in some time that you wasted.
I'm so confused about this conversation.
It's not hard. It's easy.
Well, what are you going to do while I'm not here?
My plans for the next 4 days is to edit 10 photos and edit 4 tutorials.
Whoa,
While I'm backing up the rest of my backups.
that's a lot of editing.
Yeah, that's all I've got planned. There's no F1 on.
Oh,
Well, I don't think there is. No, I don't think it's on this.
you don't think so? Oh.
So that is my weekend.
I've got a blister now from all that.
A blister from unpacking your bag. Oh my God. Oh, and by the way, just a vape count. She has 5 vapes. No, it's 6 vapes in her bag.
No, that's my current one.
So you had 6 vapes in your bag.
No, 5. I had these 5 in my bag. I think they're all dead. I'll test them out later. What?
Rotten vape, yuck.
Might not be
When you
rotten.
get- Sorry?
It might not be rotten.
But it could be, and then you're going to suck it into your lungs.
I don't know.
Oh.
I think those 2 are dead, actually. I think those are...
I can't believe you have your Burberry D-ring that you accused me of losing because I rushed you off a plane. I'm 100% sure that that's what you accused me for losing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay?
Everyone thinks I have a go with her. You don't see the attacks I get.
I'm sorry. We found it. It's all
We
good.
found it. I found it. You'd already said it'd been finished.
It's all good.
It's all good. Oh, we're going to have to do your car one day. So you've had that car for 6 years. Oh my God. I bet you we can find stuff that's been in there for 6 years. Nah.
No.
That's right. We'd take it to a cleaner to get cleaned out. And they would have been horrified and they would just tip the car upside down and shook it.
My car's not that bad. It's not. I promise.
You promise.
I just don't really have any explanation for all this.
Obviously.
This is bad.
I reckon what we could do is we could actually stick it all up on a piece of card and frame it and put it up for auction.
Yeah, I could do that if you want.
Well, that's like 4 or 5 years of your life in a frame.
With some dead batteries and a rotten lolly.
And some tally-ho papers and 100 airline tickets.
Empty strip sauce. My tax return from 2018.
Did you ever put that one in?
Yeah, I've done them all. I haven't done, yeah.
You've done them all. I haven't done it yet.
I haven't done this year's one.
That's only you only one. You're about 4 or 5 years behind a while
Yeah,
ago.
but it was really good. I got so much money back from the government. It
I
was
know,
like
but if you'd got all that money when you originally didn't put it in the bank, you'd have more.
No,
If you taken off your home loan, you'd have heaps more.
no, because if I had done it at the time, chances are I would have spent it by now.
So what have you
Whereas
done with it?
I spent it in Europe,
So you still spent it,
but I wouldn't.
and you have spent it by now. Same conclusion.
But I wouldn't have had
but you
as
would have
much
earned,
money.
You would have had more because it would have earned interest.
No, because I probably would have spent it before it got the chance to earn.
No, you
interest.
just pretend you never got it.
This is girl math.
This is girl math.
I had more money in Europe because I didn't do my tax
I buy a
return.
$10,000 dress, and because I put it on Afterpay and only pay $2 a week, it only cost me $2 this week.
Exactly. It only cost me $2 because I'm not going to notice it. Yeah, it's girl math.
Girl math. I think it's Len math too. My son, I think he has the same math.
It makes sense.
Hey, did Jared keep his crypto, or he chickened out in the last crash?
I actually don't know.
Because I think it's gone up again.
Oh.
I bet you cashed it out at the bottom.
Most likely. I actually don't know. I haven't heard him
You'll have
talk
to ask
about
you.
crypto in a
Oh,
while.
if people don't talk about it, you know they're behind. They only talk about it if they're in front.
I don't think he lost interest in it.
I'm not really interested in money in a bank. It's not
He's
like
more
I sit
interested
there.
in NFTs.
NFTs, yours, yes, I know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone's kind of gone off the whole crypto thing. I feel like it was so big for a while, and it's just crickets now.
Yeah, I know NFTs is flopping. I've actually heard there's a couple of people who were really big on it, and they've actually on their own channels and things like that made out things like it's just pyramid selling. And
Yeah.
if you're not at the top of the pyramid, you have lost.
Yeah, it always seemed like that anyway. It was a bit silly.
I have to look up what MRAD's NFT is worth, because that sold for something like $160,000 or something.
So you're drinking out of your lens.
No, I'm just licking it to clean the lens cap. Haven't you seen how to clean lenses?
Oh, it's clean now.
No, I'm stopping the flies getting in my lens. Oh, it cracked.
It cracked.
Yeah, my lens just cracked.
Oh, that's not good.
No. It's quite funny I think it was many years ago, I had a workshop, and he was using it just as a water cup, and he saw me put it in the sink, and he goes, "You seriously wash your lenses out in soapy water?" I said, "Yeah, why don't you?" He goes, "Doesn't it get inside?" And he goes, "No, because it's got glass each end." And he's just looking at me, I'm scrubbing away and that, and then and tipped it in the water, came, and he goes, "Oh, it's not a lens."
So good.
It was a bit cruel.
That's kind of a funny joke though.
It was a bit funny because it was before people had ever seen them.
No, I've seen the cups
They were
like
not,
that.
yeah, they're around as a novelty cup for a while. You can get the big 70 to 200s and everything.
That was pretty cute.
It is a bit cute. I suppose it's a good thing to do with Canon gear. No, I'm joking. I used to shoot a lot. I was actually really surprised, and I've got a tutorial I am going to do. It was a ripper one. It was back in the days of Alice, and it was Alice and Kirsten. So that's got to be 2017, 16.
7.
Oh, sorry, 2007.
Yeah.
Sorry, 2007, 2006. And it was amazing how sharp my Canon was. Because a lot of them were still raw, so they're unsharpened. And it was amazing how sharp that was. I can't remember didn't look at the text to see what lens it was. But there was it must be manual focus because I saw some slightly in and some slightly out and some perfect. Mm-hmm. And the difference was incredible from the super sharp ones. The sharpness was mainly on the eye. So you'd see the catch light in the eyes went like when I say I hate when they make eyes look like marbles. They actually, Kirsten with full sun coming in through a bit of cloth with a pattern on it, casting a shadow onto her face. The light just hit her eye, and serious, her eyes look like marbles. So it was so rich in colour, and there's this super sharp catch light. But then the next frame was a bit soft. This frame was 100 times prettier than the one that was razor sharp. So there was the camera club picture, and there was the rest of the world picture. And I'm saving them to use on workshops so I can show them how big a difference it made, because the shot looks nearly identical. You can hardly tell except for where the focus is on.
That's something that you say a lot about is...
No, there's a time for sharp.
Yeah.
There's different looks, aggressive looks, strong looks, hair and makeup type shots, all of those, that's fine. But when you're trying to get something soft and beautiful...
Yeah, you don't want
just the word soft means you're slightly better soft focus. Soft. But I am having lots of fun, but there's so many photos, oh my God. I can't get over how many. So there's 18 drives at home so far.
Jeez.
Then I've got the big fire safe here full.
Have you been through all 18?
No, because I've had one of the reasons I'm doing this and it's taken so much of my time up is a lot of the older drives are really, really slow. So if I'm doing something on my modern drives, 50 terabyte, 2-3 minutes. Sorry, not terabyte, 50 gig,
Gigabytes. Yeah.
2-3 minutes max. 5 gig, 15 to 20. Like you can just hear the drives going tick, tick,
Yeah,
tick,
it's
tick.
taking forever.
But I've had one drive that won't turn on. So I think I can always pull the discs out of that and put it into another one. So I've got about 10 of those Western Digitals cases. But there's one drive that started reading and then all of a sudden started making this big clicking sound, which is not good.
Oh.
But then I've still got the secondary backups here.
Which I feel like that's something that you always say is to have the backups because you're like, it's not if the drive fails, it's when the drive fails.
And it's the same with, there's still all those DVDs up the top that your very first job was to put all them onto a hard drive. You never finished that job, did you?
No, because I got promoted to bigger and better things rather than just sitting there copying.
That's right, you had to empty my cellar. Glass at a time. It's taken you 6 years.
I had to rearrange books and then I had to move them downstairs and then I had to move them back upstairs.
That was one day. Sorry, I made you work one day. Sorry, I should give you a pay rise for that one day.
You should, thank you. I won't argue with that. I remember I had to organise, and I got really, it was a bit rabbit hole. You got me to organise all the books upstairs because you've got so many awesome books.
Oh, you just end up sitting up there reading
I
them.
just kind of
I wondered why it took you so long. So it was exercise up and down. I can't do exercise, I just won't eat.
It's got a bit sidetracked because some of them are so cool and I was just enjoying looking at some of them, but some of them were very odd and...
Yeah, was it that photographer from Prague who's pretty full on?
I think if it's the
For a
same...
very colourful, big fat book.
I think so. I don't know. There was one with some tentacles.
Cedric or something. Yeah, that's he had tentacles in there.
Yeah, it was interesting.
And yes.
It was an interesting day. Yeah.
Well, one of my favourite books is there's a book on the porn stars, and it's
Oh yes, I remember that one.
how they look in every day and how they look in.
Yes, and then them with no clothes on.
Yeah, they look completely different, don't
Yes,
they?
it was, I found that one as well. And I was
Of course, you found
oh.
that one, the big dongers. In fact, your eyes would have gone, now where's the big donger book?
But I like that because you do have so many cool books.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get a couple. I've seen there's some books that I wouldn't mind buying, and they're up for Black Friday sale.
I wanna go looking because I can't remember which book it's in, but I know you've got all like the David LaChapelle ones, don't you?
Yep, every single one.
Where I'm up to in Paris Hilton's memoir, she's talking about when she first started shooting
With him.
and she's described the photos, and I think I can picture him in my head, but I want to go see him. I mean, I'll probably just Google
I
it.
think it's in Hotel La Chapelle.
It might
I think that's
be.
the first time I saw her in.
She did. There was one where they went to her grandparents' house, and then she did one on the beach, and the assistant pulled her top down. Like she didn't see what the assistant did, but the assistant pulled it, and her nipple was hanging out. And she said that she's glad that she didn't know because if she did know, the photo wouldn't have been she would have been concerned that.
How would she not know if the assistant pulled her top down? I suppose how many drugs you're on is going to have a bit.
I think her eyes. I don't know.
But that's a bit rude.
Yeah.
That's so inappropriate.
Yeah. I don't know if she knew that I think she just thought they were adjusting it, but I don't think she realised her nipple was showing.
Yeah, I've got heaps of pictures where her nipple's fallen out of her top.
Yeah. She's lying on the beach, she said.
Yeah, I think I know the picture. But she'd been nude before then, so it wouldn't matter.
Not really.
I still think it needs permission. If someone's pulled her top,
Anyway, but
So
she said
especially,
that she didn't know, but then when she saw the photo, she's like, oh, you know what? The photo wouldn't have been as good if I had have known that my nipple was hanging out. Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, like you said, you don't know if half of it's true or not, but still finding it very interesting. It was just cute to hear it. I didn't know that her and David LaChapelle were such good friends.
He must be. I've never met him. And I don't know. I don't think I've seen many videos of him talking, except I saw a really high-end photography one where he was talking. It was all technical. You didn't get to see who he was. It was more about he built a model city out in like the edge of a desert. It was a model city of like a industrial part. It was a full-scale model down, and he photographed it out there. It was just how he made this look like so real. And that was really interesting. But I know that Daphne Guinness is very good friends with him also. Well, they've shot a lot together. And just before I'd photographed her, he was in a couple of days before and did a little cartoon in the corner on her wall.
That's cute.
And she puts a picture of, just on the floor, is the David LaChapelle picture of her underwater with McQueen boots on, where she looks like she's just floating in air, but she was actually shot underwater.
I think I know.
And she goes, "You pull it back." And I pulled it back, and there's this little cartoon squiggle. She goes, "Yeah, David put that there a couple of days ago."
That's so cute. He must be a lovely dude.
Yeah, he must be, because everybody that I know that's worked with him has said he's a really, really nice guy.
He was also one of Andy Warhol's.
That's where he started, in the factory.
Yeah, which I didn't know that either.
And this is something I've brought up at workshops, and some people get a bit funny about some of the things I bring up, and they say, "That's not being a photographer." But I turn around and say, well, they're more a photographer than me even, because they get no shots, so they are the photographer.
Yeah.
And it's what part of the image that they're getting that nobody else can get. So those crazy ideas that David had, and the sets that were built, and the girl in the delicatessen cabinet, the Pamela Anderson with the bow and arrow, things. Some of those shots are like
Marilyn Manson with the school bus. I love that photo.
well, there's so many great photos. Like, how did he come up with those ideas? Yeah. And even if he had no idea what that lens meant, doesn't mean he's a bad photographer. Even if he didn't set up any lights, well, most pros don't set up lights. They walk in, all the assistants have done the work.
Well, we got an email the other day of someone concerned that someone had stolen one of your photos off and posted it on the site. And I explained that, no, this was taken at a workshop, but Peter's done the lighting, I'm modelling, and I'm wearing clothes that are from our studio, so I can understand why you would think this is one of Peter's photos. And the person who was concerned it was stolen off you came back and said, well, I can't see how this person can say this is their work then. If Peter's done the lighting and you've done the styling, then how's it their work? It's like, well, it's still their work. They still took
They took the picture when they took it.
They put their camera
They said to you whatever they said to you that gave the expression that they obviously liked, because they posted it.
Yeah.
So this is thing that there'll be pictures that get posted, and one will go, "Oh, it's disgusting, I hate it." And I look at it and think, yeah, you just hate it because it's not an expression that you want to see yourself in. But without me knowing that you're a model, this is a really cool photo. There's a lot of depth in this photo, and good. All right, mightn't be looking like a glammy supermodel, but that's not obviously what that photographer wants. He might have wanted something. And I'm finding that there was a girl that I shot when I was doing all those shoots years ago for the agencies in Berlin, that Alice girl. You would have seen the picture. I think you've always said she's nothing. I shot Hannah just before her. Hannah. Again, you don't see what I see in her.
No,
I'm dishing you. I'm just saying that I see a different in her than what you see in her. But she's very plain Jane, but there's something in, and Kate Moss can be plain Jane. Some of her pictures too. This Alicia. No, I think it's Alicia. Same thing, I think she was only 17. And I'm going through the shots and I'm just looking and they're all the raws that I didn't even pick, and going, friggin', some of these pictures are just to die for. The expression in her face, she was having so much fun. She was very laughy, very, very, absolutely loving. I remember when her time was up, she goes, "Oh, can I get in for tomorrow and do it?" I said, "No, your agency's booked me on the hour, every hour." And it was funny that there'd be a lot of people I'd put up and they said, "It's just a happy snap." But to me, I can see that it's so much deeper than that. And then when you look at people like Peter Lindbergh, You can see that in some of his work. Just look how girls just walking down the street. But then if you look at it carefully, there's something better and stronger than just someone walking down the street. But also is the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I can't remember if we said this. I know we were talking about it. I can't remember if we said it in a podcast, though, that sometimes you'll be like, oh, look at the eyes. Those are gorgeous. And I'm
And
like,
you just go,
oh, I don't know what you're talking about. It looks like a nothing shot to me. And then sometimes I'll be like, there, I can see. Oh, then it's got something. Look, that's a nothing shot. It's just...
But there is no right or wrong. Do you know it was a
No.
quick 55 minutes? Oh, because we lost 54 minutes in your handbag.
This was your idea.
Don't blame me for
I'm
your...
blaming you.
So you didn't have to allow it.
I said that.
Right, so my next idea is body painting.
No.
I wasn't going to be body painting you. You're going to be body painting... No.
You suggest. I wish I had some evidence.
I'm just going to fast forward.
It's all right. Fine, do what you want.
Do what I want.
Do what you want.
Some evidence.
Evidence. I wish I had the evidence.
I'm not that silly that I'd say something where you could record it. Not like some people who, at the finish of recording, will leave their microphone on for 2 hours while we drive back. And there's so many amazing one-liners.
You have not listened to the 2 hours.
I might have.
No, you haven't.
No, I haven't. Just the bit that we listened to. And I said, I want to make some music out of this. And you go, no.
No.
You're not. So now every time we finish recording, the first thing, turn it off.
No.
You come up with some amazing one-liners.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I get it from my mama.
You get it from your
We
mother.
went through that a couple of podcasts.
Yeah.
Mum's nicknames.
Then her nicknames.
So good. Oh,
And then
well,
you complaining about your surname, and then some news ready comes on and Samantha Coate.
yes.
I can't. So your name's nothing compared to that.
Yeah, but no, because people wouldn't know Coat if they didn't know that what my
Yeah,
mum
but I know, and everyone
Yeah.
who in podcast land knows.
Yeah, but not like just
Not
I
like
know.
just, well, let's put a sign
Dave
up.
down the street.
Dave down the street. I was going to bring up that thing that I found and I mentioned to you. It's that thing that someone had written in crayon on a board. Back in 2017, they said that this was going to happen within 10 years to the world.
Oh, yes.
In 2018, I think all the ice caps would melt. In 2019, there'd be no more ozone layer left and would start to be really dying. And it just everyone, then even after that, someone's put on, and then what Greta had said in 2023, this would happen. Not one of those things happened. Not one.
Yeah,
Every single thing that was stated has not happened
yeah.
in 10 years. But they did say one thing, every single thing the world has done to stop it from happening has raised taxes and raised the cost of things. Oh, is your microphone falling?
Yeah.
Trying to get away from the NFTs.
No,
It wants to get down to the Bitcoin.
It's falling off my top. Here we go.
So finishing up on your David LaChapelle's, was that where we?
No,
Yes.
no, I
No, I was
think
just going
we'd
to
finished
finish
with
up on it. Just a few people, like there's some very famous photographers that literally have no camera skills whatsoever. But nobody else can get the expression out of the models like they do and then click at the right time to capture that expression.
Yeah.
And to me, that is a bigger skill. The technicals, you can learn technicals in a month, but you can know all the technicals in a month without a problem.
Yeah. But the
It's
skill is getting...
those artistic skills, the creative skills,
That's
the one that says, no, can you drop that strap off your shoulder? No, can you lift your foot up on there? No, right? Those are the things that you can't teach people.
I was about to say, unfortunately, those are the things that you can't teach because you can't teach, like, how do I say this I don't know if it's going to come out wrong, like you can't teach taste. Well, you can.
No, you can teach you can tell people how to express their own taste.
Okay, yeah.
Because everyone's taste is different.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
that's, I
but
think
it
that's
doesn't
what
mean
I'm trying
there's
to
no
say.
taste.
No, that's
so
what I'm trying to say. I was trying to
even-
think of the way to, like, when I say you can't teach, I mean, like, it's...
Even
Yeah.
it might be someone that you think is just so boring, so nothing. They wear boring suits every day. Their house just looks like something out of the 70s. They drive a 70s car. Everything about them is boring.
But their taste is
But
70s.
that could be their taste.
Yes.
And then if they took a photo that way, people go, oh, that's so 70s, that's so cool.
Yes.
Right, so it's not like...
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Your
There's
taste
more.
is like your eyes. And it's like your ears. It's what you hear. It's why some people... We need it to be like that. And that's where, and I've been told off for using this word, bad luck. I'm old enough, I'm allowed to. The people who want everything woke, that's just making us all live in this tiny little box, which is boring. We have to have those extremes each side to excite us, and then you have the person that's crossed this extreme and this extreme to come with a new extreme. I'm talking about art and in art music and things like that.
Well, it's like, I mean, kind of similar to art and music. Sorry, I know we're ranting and raving now, but like
this is good ranting, you.
One of my best friends has gone back to uni to do interior design, and when she first told me this, I was like, how are you going to... So someone can't get there, and like, how are they going to grade you on that? Like, what if what if you've designed a room and it's beautiful and it's to your taste and stuff, but then the teacher says, well, that's not to my taste, so I'm going to give you a D. Whereas
That's what they do at photographic school.
It's just like,
That's exactly what they do at photographic school.
But this is what I mean by you can't teach taste, because everyone's got different taste, so you can't teach it. Like, it's so... I just find it weird that like you'd go to school to learn something like that, because it's like, how are they going to grade you? What are they going to teach you? They're just going to impart their taste onto you.
Yeah, but how do you judge dog shows?
Because the breeds have certain...
No, but that somebody who's decided that's the breed.
No, they have that.
No, breeds change all the time. And they go, no, this is where you're going to tick all the boxes in this, but that's for that taste.
That's
What
for
happens
that
if people
breed.
prefer the slightly longer leg version of that breed?
Because
The
there's
slightly
an
shorter?
industry standard.
It's
of...
not an industry, it's wanker standard. Well, it's like all the art competitions and... Like there's a really cool little, and I support them 100%, they're a really good little gallery in Brunswick called Brunswick Street Gallery. They've been going for years, and they have it at a cost, which means even uni students can do an exhibition in there. They've got to work hard and do things. They have things like the small exhibition, which is everything has to be smaller than 1 foot by 1 foot. It can't be bigger than that in a cube. So it can be a picture, ceramics, whatever. And what are you looking at?
Just checking we're still recording.
With that, anybody can enter. I think it's like $25 to enter. It gets hung on all the walls for sale. That's only costs you $25 to put your work up for sale, and it gets judged. And you say, well, whose eyes are you judging it with? Well, these are the 4 judges we picked, and they're going to, well, why didn't you tell me these were the judges? And I would have designed something to suit those judges. I said, but that's not what we want.
Yeah.
Because the judges should be open enough to say, this is not my taste, but this is amazing to this taste. But they're not always like that. But
They're not.
that's why I got a couple of camera clubs that were dumb enough to ask me to come and speak and then be on the judging panel. Very quickly got not asked anymore. Well, the pictures I found amazing were, I didn't like the pelican shots and the long piers
with the slow
shutter speed and the
milky water.
canyons, and everything was in focus from the edge of the lens right through to the distance. All those cliche shots.
Yes.
But there was one that was this little sausage dog, and the focus was halfway up the nose. So the eyes were out of focus and the tip of the nose out of focus. And they questioned me why I had listed that as the winning image for the night. I said, because I would hang it on my wall. And that's why.
Yeah.
To me, it was
That's what
the
it should be.
picture I would hang on my wall because it really spoke to me and I loved the picture.
And
That's why the Mosaic never asked me to come back again, because I wouldn't hang a pier on my wall.
Yeah.
Or pelican.
Pelicans.
I've got a Bec on a wall somewhere,
From your man
close
cave.
to a pelican.
Well,
Well, your
I've
bag's like a pelican's beak. There's everything in it.
I've got $1, £1, and €1. I'm going to try and not spend them all at once.
What's the other little crinkly bit?
I've got
this one?
€5 cents. 50. I've got €1 55 cents. I've got Dubai money. I've got I don't know what this is. I think it might be a dirham.
Right, so this is boring.
And I've got
You dirham.
a 1 something from...
Something.
China.
She's got something from somewhere.
I'm going to go on a shopping spree and we will see you guys next week.
And the photo's going to be what I found of Bec.
No.
Yes.
No.
Trust me.
I don't.
I promise your nipple's not out.
I don't care. I don't trust you.
I won't do a David LaChapelle, all right?
Oh, I'm terrified.
All right, see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Sorry about Bec's bag. My dumb idea.
Yeah, don't sit there and complain and then say it's boring and then you keep
Well, it was
going.
for anybody listening in the car.
I don't think many
Here's a
people
plane
do.
ticket. Here's a plane ticket. Here's a.
I don't think many people